Sweet Walter is doing you well
Sweet
tonight.
Walter is my man crush Monday.
It's
no,
Thursday.
Hi, I'm Nichole.
And I'm Christy.
And we're the Clarity Girls. And we're back with another episode of
Spirits-uality.
So before we get started, I want to give a shout out to our new online university, Clarity University, which is all of our awesome courses that you can buy for as little as $5.99. $5.99. $5.99.
It's epic. You know, like, we have always wanted to be able to help people and to do things in such a way that everybody can afford it, right?
Absolutely.
And so this is how we did that, is so that you guys can afford it. Anybody can afford it. $5.99, $9.99 for our longer classes.
You get a whole, like, and this is, we would charge minimally $25 here. So it's just a great opportunity to learn in your home, to get all the information. There's worksheets. There's so much that you can get out of that. So check out the links below. Get yourself registered for one of our awesome courses.
And we're not even drinking while we're teaching the classes. So
we're sober while we're teaching the classes. Yeah. Also, most importantly, my new book came out, Rock Your Soul, The Down-to-Earth Guide to Mastering Your Mind. And it came out, and it's on Amazon, guys, so go get it. And that's the last of the promotions for this episode.
Nichole has been rocking my soul for the past 8 years. 8 years, and now she's put it all into a book.
Every day.
Yeah.
I'm rocking her soul.
Every
it's
day.
A lot of
for
work,
8 years. 8 years.
Yeah.
Yes.
So today we're going to talk about vibration. Not that kind of vibration,
Not that
Christy.
kind of
We're talking about frequency and energy and what your energy frequency is.
So it's funny because sometimes I'll talk about that. I'll talk about vibration, and people like give a little look, like, what?
It's not a sexual vibration.
Yeah, not vibrator.
It can be if you want it to be. That's on you. But for us, we're talking about
high
energetic.
vibes. Could be High
fives. High five to you. That's the kind of vibration
we're off
you're
to a
going
good
for.
start.
We want to talk about vibration and frequency because I think people throw that word around and you're like, oh, if you're in a good vibration or if you're in a good frequency, you will attract all the things, the magical things that you want. And then if you don't know anything about that, you're just like, okay.
What does that mean?
What does it
right?
mean?
What does it mean? And so everything is energy. Let's start there. So everything is energy, and so everything has a vibration. And to keep it really, really simple, the higher vibration things are things that are filled with more light. And so if we were to add judgment to that, it would be the better things, the more positive things, the things that are filled with light and goodness.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, and the things that feel good to you. Like when you
that
walk
are good
into a
for
building.
you.
Like when you walk into a building, you're like, yeah, I just love being here. I don't even know why I love being here. I just love being here. And the thing, it's the opposite with low vibration, right? Like,
right. These are the things that are a negative energy, that feel lower, that feel heavier, that feel uncomfortable.
I think too, like even in like a room, you can want to crawl out of your skin just being someplace you don't, like you can feel it. It's like, it's funny because somebody once told me, like, all the businesses that go out of business, like when you see a business or a building that has like 25 different businesses over time, I always think of the place across from Thomas A. Edison.
Oh my God, I was thinking the same building.
Yes, because when I was in high school for 4 years. Thank God, not 5, but but I was in high school for 4 years, and I swear to you, every single year there was a different business in that building because it couldn't stay, but the energy was terrible there. And so, like, different things, like if it's you don't want to be there, or if it's even if it's like I once read, it's like, okay, if it's a McDonald's, but there's some McDonald's you want to go to and some McDonald's you don't. It's energy. So think about places you like and places you don't like, and people you like and people you have a strong response to even when you first meet them, like objects that you want to hold and like carry and objects that you want far away from you. It's that simple.
Absolutely. You know, how many times have you had a stranger walk up and stand close to you in your energy field? Maybe they're a close talker, maybe they just are a close stander, whatever, but you just are like, dude, get out of my energy field, because you feel a lower vibration than what your vibration is, what your energy field is. And we have a response to that. We feel that. And so our immediate response is to step away.
I actually was walking, I just went to Atlantic City, and I was walking from my hotel to some outlets that are down the street. And I walked by this man, and my anxiety shot through the roof, and I couldn't figure it out. But, like, when he walked by me, I think he was intoxicated, so he actually stumbled, like, directly behind me. But, like, it just was, like, this overwhelming, like, holy crap. And my husband, who's not really, like, overly energetically sensitive, was like, did you feel that? So even if you're not somebody who you would say, okay, I'm the most energetically sensitive person, I love flowers and hugging trees, like, you still can feel energy.
Yeah.
You just might call it vibes, or you might call it just a weird feeling, or...
Yeah, you know...
that twist in my gut.
My dad was a detective for years,
Yeah.
and he used... that was part of his gift, and how he was able to figure things out was the feeling of things, the vibration that he felt with things, how he felt, how it felt, and he was able to solve mysteries using the energy.
Is your dad Inspector Gadget?
Yes. He might be.
I hope he is. Jen,
really?
if you're listening.
I think he
Are you Inspector Gadget or no? Please comment below.
Yeah.
You want to be, as a person, you are radiating energy. You are radiating energy, and when you are in a good mood, you're radiating positive, high frequency, high energy. And when you're in a bad, shitty mood, you're in a pissy mood, you had a bad day, you're sad, you're depressed, whatever, you're in a low energy mood. Why does this matter?
Because what we are wanting to manifest into our experience usually are higher vibrational things, are things that are at a higher vibrational level, but we cannot attain those things unless we are in that vibrational space.
Totally. I always think of it as a 10-story floor. Like, the 10th story is the penthouse. The bottom story is typically the garbage place, the place where they keep the garbage and the little, you know. You want to draw in the things that you will draw in what you're at, where you're at. You will draw in, if you're having a bad day, you will probably continue to have a bad day with bad experiences and crappy people, and that's just kind of how it goes sometimes. And when you're in a good place, you tend to draw in good things. And I think, you know, good things do happen to people who are in a low space sometimes, but I think if you're being intentional about it, which is what we always want to do, is be intentional about it. If you're being intentional about it, then you can choose your vibration. You can choose to work on your mood and your energy and your frequency. And that's not to say you can't have bad days, because you can have bad days. And I think that was a misconception that I had when I first started doing this work. I was like, oh my god, I'm in a bad mood and I'm manifesting bad things, and now I'm all fucked up because I'm manifesting bad things. Like, I don't know if you ever got that. Like, you
oh my god, I would be an anxious wreck about it. Oh my gosh, I just had a bad thought, and I would get nervous about that. Yeah.
Everything will still happen in your best and highest good. Okay, so, like, let's clear the air. Just because you had a bad day doesn't mean your whole life is doomed to shit. Just work on yourself enough to have more good days. Just That's it. That's all you're trying to do, is trying to build up who you are, build up where you're at, so you can have more good days.
And the thing about it is the more that you work on it and the more you're able to raise your vibration, is that you change your vibrational set point. So this is kind of where your energy usually rests, and that can raise. And so you're going to start out at a higher vibration. So you might have a shitty day, but your vibration is not going to lower as much as if your vibration started way down lower. Totally. And so everything that you're doing to work on your vibration, everything that you're working on to raise it, helps to raise that set point.
Totally. And so, like, let's talk about a couple things that people at home can do to raise their vibration. Like,
absolutely.
Let's talk about anything that brings you joy. So, like, sex. Sometimes booze.
Yep. But sometimes booze can be like
sometimes
lower
booze can be
vibrational, but you just got to be aware.
If you're celebrating,
to this?
which we are today, we're celebrating.
Yeah.
If you're celebrating and you're drinking, it's probably better than if you're sad and you're drinking. So think about your vibration in regards to that, but do the things that bring you joy, whether that's being silly, whether that's dancing around the house, whether that's playing with your children, hopscotch, hopscotch.
Yes, that's high up on my list, hopscotch.
That's all I have today, Christy. It's all I have. That is my joy.
I mean, well, maybe if it brings you joy, it is hopscotch, but there are so many things. I mean, anything that just, like, those things that feed your soul. I can't tell you
Yes.
how many times that I ask people that question, what feeds your soul? And they don't know the answer. And so that's the first question to ask yourself is what feeds my soul? Because once you connect with that, you'll know. And it's those things that just bring you that little bit of joy, whether it's something creative, whether it's going for a walk or a hike, whether it's spending just time outside or
Find the people
dancing.
who feel good to you too.
Yeah.
Because they'll raise your
People.
vibration. Like people who are in a good mood, they'll raise their vibration. They'll give you their light and you can share it. Like they'll bring you up. So find the people who bring you up instead of the people who bring you. So find the things that bring you joy. Find the people. Find the places.
Wait, this
Holy
motorcycle.
shit! This is the loudest motorcycle. Can you hear that?
And this motorcycle is raising this person's vibration.
Because they're so happy. They're revving their fucking engine.
And also their body's literally vibrating.
Yes.
Yeah.
You gotta,
Good for them.
Good for them. It's a good day for that, man. All right. So find the things that bring you joy. Find the people. Find the places. Find the things that make you happy, so that you're bringing your mood up, bringing your energy up, attracting all of the good things that are coming to you. Then again, if you have a bad day, it's fine. Have a bad day. It's cumulative. You want to work on finding different ways to improve your mood, finding different ways to bring your power back. Whatever that looks like for you, do it. So sign up for Clarity University, buy my book, like and subscribe to us, and we'll catch you next week. Bye!